All right, KB, where are we right now?
Now we're back in the room. First race under the belt for 2025 done and dusted. Not the overall results that I was hoping for, dreaming for, but yeah, in one way also pleased with the race in terms of the shape and how it's like feeling before the race. Like I'm feeling like quite sharp and ready to go, and yeah, not the best swim, but like managed to ride myself easily to the front after like maybe 5 or 10k, and then from there on the plan was to push the pace on the bike, like trying to find a good timing to stretch out the field, because with like 75 guys I didn't want it to be like a big draft party I wanted to just go hard from the front and make it easier for myself in terms of the drafting dynamic. So just about to sort of start stretching the field a bit as of what I could see from behind. It's a bit like tricky to both look behind and also look at the power, but then I came into like the runway, I think it was like an airport stretch or something, with like a bumpy road, and apparently it was like a bike lane on the very left side of the road, 3 lanes further to the right. That's where I was riding, and I was like hitting the bumps like so badly, and even my Garmin broke off, and my front wheel sort of got a puncture, and I was like trying to, I realized like this is probably a puncture, and hoping that the sealant would save me, but a few minutes later it was just empty of air, so I was stuck there waiting for neutral motor vehicle to assist me with a new front wheel, and I was just looking through the splits, and I went from being in the lead in one split to like 14 minutes down, so probably lost just over 10 minutes by waiting there, and in one way it was like good until that point, and obviously a bummer to not be able to be part of the party for the second half of the race, but at least managed to get through the course, and got like a solid training session in, and also pleased with how the run legs was feeling coming off the bike. Like I think I had like 1:07:30 or something, and it's not the fastest run course in terms of like it's sort of like slightly up, slightly down in some sharp hills, but pleased with how I was feeling, even though I ended up finishing 15th, so I think it was like 15 minutes or something behind Lionel Sanders, who won. Also, we have to say Gustav Iden managed to get back on the podium, so that was also great to see. Like when I came onto the run course, and I was hoping that both Casper and Gustav would have been in that front pack and racing for the win, and it's a little bit like watching TV, but you are sort of watching the race from close, from a good view, but then you're waiting for the front of the field to sort of fly by, and you can see how is the dynamic going in the front, and there Gustav was running for the fight for top 3, 4, 5, and he managed to get the third in the end, which is probably his best race since Kona 2022. So at least one of the 3 Norwegian managed to get the results they were looking for here in Oceanside.
Did you cheer for Gustav when he ran by?
I tried to.
Did you cheer for Lionel?
Once. But that was like after. That was just on the second lap when he had the wind in his pockets. Because he was, the first time I saw him, he was chasing the trio in front, and then the last one he was like flying by and looking strong. He definitely know how to race here in Oceanside.
Usually when someone would get a flat, they would just turn in the day and save the effort. Why didn't you just do that? Like, you could have just saved your legs. Why was it so important for you to run? And run fast.
It's a little bit because it's a part of like the training plan as well. Like I wanted to have this 3.5 hours of racing as part of the training, like pushing through. And if the rest of the guys are doing the race and I'm just like calling it a day, then I'm missing a 21k of running intervals. So the worst case, I would have to come back to the hotel and then put on my running shoes and then do an interval session in the evening just to get like the stimuli from the race. So that was like more the mind when I was getting the wheel in. Like I didn't think about the points at all for the pro series, because I think best I could get was like 1900 points or something. So it was more getting that stimuli from the race and enjoying the crowds and the atmosphere on course. It's a bit easier to push when you're having a bib number on rather than doing it by yourself. So yeah, I managed to enjoy the run course, and also yeah, it was just like the darkest moment of the race was maybe the first 20-30 minutes after I got the flat tire and stuff, started riding again. But then you guys, I saw you were like screaming, "Oh, it's the points! It every second counts!" And I was like, "Nah, I'm probably gonna have to add in another 70.3 anyway." But then just after that, I managed to catch some pros again in front of me, and that was sort of keeping me a little bit entertained for rest of the ride. The plan now is to head to Houston, Texas, the Woodlands, and then we will be having a base there going into the Ironman, Texas. So I think, and also in terms of the Ironman Pro Series, like I think you can always find another 70.3 race, like to race. It would have been way worse if this happened in an Ironman, and then I would have had to add in another Ironman distance. So Texas is, in my mind, way more crucial, and in terms of the Pro Series, and there's obviously double the points on the line, and so that's trying to get ready for a full distance Ironman again. And it's also great to having Patrick Lange there, even though he didn't race well here in Oceanside. He is often like shining when it comes to the full distance, and if it's getting warm there as well, he will be a tough guy to beat, and it will be good to see where I am compared to him.
And will we see a training video with you and Patrick?
I think we will see a race video of me and Patrick in Oceanside, together with my fellow Norwegians.